What's going on, everybody? Max Sports here, bringing you episode 11 of this New York Jets own mode here in Madden NFL 15. And in this episode, we will be going over the 4 games I played in the regular season. We'll show all the highlights, scores, and whatever. And then our playoff run. And stay tuned, because this will be a very interesting video. This will be the last episode I ever do of this series in Madden 15. But before I get into this, I just want to say that game 1 against the Jaguars, I did play, and we won 21-0. However, the recording was corrupted, so I could not show that. But it was a new-look Jaguars team. They have a new quarterback, Julian Sullivan. He was the 3rd overall pick in the last draft. He was the best quarterback there was, pretty much like the Jameis Winston of this previous draft. Anyways, now into the next game against the Colts, where they are 0-5 and we are 4-0. But they are dominating us as we gave up a punt return for a touchdown for their first play from scrimmage, and then we throw a pick, and now they're up early 10-0 here just in the first quarter. We would get the ball again on the next possession, and Geno Smith would look to throw. He thought he had a man. Colts closed in quickly and got the interception, and they would take it back to the 38-yard line. They're in striking distance once again, and they would be able to punch it in on 3rd and goal from the 1 with Trent Richardson. He goes in untouched, and the Colts go up 17-0 here in just the first half. And on 3rd and 17, I'm just going to heave it up here with Geno going to Jason Morrow, and he actually comes down with the catch. A pretty crazy play there, which made it 1st and 10. And now 3rd and 19, a similar scenario. We go for it again, and Jace Amaro pulls it down again in double coverage for the 2nd time. We're not even in Madden 16 yet with this aggressive catching stuff. But Nick Folk would set up for this field goal, and it would actually go in as we go put 3 points on the board that drive, cutting the lead to 2 touchdowns. And now we are into the second half. 3rd and very long. Andrew Luck looking for the screen, but we played it very well, and we get the sack fumble. It's picked up by Demario Davis, and the Jets are back in this one as they now have the ball with very good field position. And on 4th and goal, I'm going to try to run this one in with Geno, and that is exactly what we do, putting 10 points up on the board, making it a 1-touchdown game. But that would be all she wrote, as the Colts would get their first win and the Jets would get their first loss this season. And 17-10 would be the score, as Andrew Luck and the Colts would find a way to stay on top and keep their lead. So now, with the division all tied up, everybody 8-4, just pretty crazy. Every single game will matter from here on out. We have to win pretty much every game, and we will run it in against the Cowboys. Easy touchdown run for DeMarco Murray, as I'm just going to go through the highlights of this game on instant replay. And look at that interception by Bush, somebody who isn't even at the top of the depth chart, but he played very well as he got the interception there. And here, Geno Smith finds Eric Decker in the corner of the end zone, and we would put even more points on the board as we were just pouring it on at this point. Chris Ivory getting the touchdown there for DeMarco Murray, who I forget if he was just tired or he was injured. But look at this interception. D. Milner snags it as Tony Romo throws off his back foot. And just look at that, one-handed, completely the other direction of him, and he had a pretty nice return off of it too, as that was just a crazy play by D. Milner. And that would do it. 21-0 is the final score. The Jets win. They shut out the Cowboys and Jason Garrett, and we improve to 9-4 on the season. And look at this, we are at the top of the division, but the Patriots have the same record as us, and the Bills are right behind them, as the Dolphins have kind of slipped up after being Super Bowl champs last year. And now we have to face the Bills in the final game of the season. The winner wins the division, and the loser doesn't even make the playoffs. As we set up for Nick Folk field goal, and hey, what do you know? He punts it into the tunnel, as he just does not know how to kick a football. I don't understand how he could be so bad. But here we go. After a long run by DeMarco Murray, we gave him the ball like every play on that drive. Chris Ivory came in to take over, and 2 rushes. He goes 19 yards and gets a touchdown. Really what you want out of a backup. He played very solid. And the Jets played pretty well against the Bills. You can see Jay Samaro getting the pass here wide open with so much room to run. And after not much happened in the third quarter, we would go to the fourth quarter, where Geno Smith would drop back, looks to pass, throws short to Jay Samaro, and look at him getting the run after the catch, the yards after the catch, I should say, once again. And now we are looking to hand this one off to DeMarco Murray, and he goes all the way into the end zone, finds a seam, beautiful blocking, and the Jets would not stop there, as E.J. Manuel drops back. He looks, heaves one towards the end zone, and Asante Samuel comes up with the interception. The last play of the game for the Bills, on offense at least. And Asante Samuel closes the books on this one, as the Jets would win. They beat the Bills, they win the division, and they are going to go into the playoffs with a bye week in the wild card round. They go straight to the divisional round with a record of 12-4. The Patriots would also be 12-4, as you'll be able to see in just 1 second. As the time runs out here, 14-3, the Jets over the Bills. And Geno Smith and the gang celebrating, as they are now in very good position in the playoffs here. As I said before, they go straight into the divisional round, and we knock the Bills out completely. Even though they had a pretty decent record, it was just because 2 teams in our division are already making the playoffs. As right here, it has the Patriots higher, but we have the tiebreaker because we beat them either once or both times, but we have the tiebreaker on them. Here you can see the standings and who is all going into the playoffs. As you can see, the Bills high up there, even better than some teams who made the playoffs, but they will not be able to make it because of how many teams made it in our division. But speaking of division, here in the divisional round of the playoffs, facing the Baltimore Ravens, and Roddy White getting the yards after the catch on that quick slant. It's 33 yards on that play, and I was really trying to get a running game going. That is exactly what we do right here, as DeMarco Murray gets the touchdown 3 yards out on 3rd and inches. But yeah, I really try to play conservative, waste a lot of clock with running the ball, which sets up a great play action here for Roddy White on the comeback route, and that is a 20-yard touchdown for the Jets as they go up 14-0 going into halftime. And here the Ravens go for a very deep field goal. Michael Vick, actually their backup quarterback, the holder, and they would make the field goal 54-yarder, I do believe, and that one is good, giving them their only points they would get this whole game, as we would run the clock out with DeMarco winning 14-3 over Michael Vick, facing his former team, and Geno Smith, the starting quarterback, there again with the team, celebrating as they will go to the AFC Championship. You can see what happened in the divisional round here, as the Chiefs would beat the Titans 31-10, and New Orleans Saints would beat the Cardinals 31-10. The Seahawks lose to San Francisco by a field goal, and obviously we won the game against the Ravens. So we will be facing the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, and the 49ers and Saints will go at it in the NFC. Here on 2nd and 8, I believe that is Jeff Cumberland getting the catch, running out of bounds, picking up the first down, which would set up this play right here to Eric Decker getting the touchdown in the end zone, crosses the goal line after getting tackled. So now up 7-0. Here our defense played great, feeling comfortable, but then Geno Smith misses an open receiver, a horrible throw, and they intercept it with a nice return to the 13, and one play in, Jamal Charles scrambles it in from the 13-yard line, and just like that, the score is all tied up. And so I decided to go for it on 4th and inches, and we just run it with Geno Smith. He picks up the first down, but he fumbles, and the Chiefs take it. They would not be able to do anything with it, and so we go all the way to the goal line, hand it off to Chris Ivory, and we get the touchdown. And right here, kicking the field goal, or the extra point, excuse me, but Nick Folk, he finds a way. He finds a way to miss the extra point. My heart is racing. It is 13-7. All they need is a touchdown. Alex Smith scrambles on 4th down and 6, and we sack him. That'll do it. The AFC champions are your New York Jets. They will be going to the Super Bowl. We will find out if we get a rematch against the 49ers from last year's game. But no, we would face the Saints, the New Orleans Saints, in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 50. We have found a way to come back after going 5-11 last year, to go 12-4, make the playoffs, make the Super Bowl. And look at this, Eric Decker getting the screen pass, going all the way to the 11-yard line after that nearly 50-yard catch and run. And that would be an easy touchdown for DeMarco Murray as he punches it in and does his celebration. Now, Drew Brees on 3rd and 22. No way he gets this right. No, he has Jimmy Graham still on his team, and they find a way to pick up that long first down. However, we would hold them to just a field goal, and it would be 7-3 going into halftime. The Jets have the lead. Now, late in the third quarter, score is 7-3. Drew Brees gets it at the 11-yard line. So much time in the pocket. He throws, and Quentin Coples gets the interception. He takes it back to the 17-yard line, but that was huge as they were driving so close to getting a touchdown, if not a definite field goal. But here we did get a field goal on the drive, and my Elgato kind of messed up here, so I had to do something else on this recording. But I just want to show the whole series as they get a huge gain to Kenny Stills. He gets all the way to the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Super Bowl 50, under a minute, 2 yards away. Drew Brees gets the snap from the shotgun. He throws it short, and we stop him. That is Mark Ingram, I do believe. However, they do have Chris Johnson, who is another player on our team, in the running back position. That was not him, though, as the Saints would spike it. For some reason, they had 40 seconds left, but they spiked it. Now 3rd and goal, needing a stop. I'm doing a Sam Blitz here, trying to get pressure on Drew Brees and thinking maybe they'll run it. Chris Johnson next to Drew Brees, and the pressure comes, and we sacked him. We sacked Drew Brees. 9 yards to go, 4th and goal, last chance. I try to call an audible, but we're bringing the pressure, and they get a touchdown. Now, it kind of glitched there, but what happened was we brought pressure, our guy untouched, sacked Drew Brees. Well, no, he hit him, and he had him, but Drew Brees did not go down. He almost fell, but then he got back up, stumbled, pushed him off, stood up, and threw the touchdown pass with little time left on the clock, 26 seconds left, and now with no time on the clock, we heave one last one up, and it's intercepted, so this one will go to overtime. But yeah, Drew Brees, he threw a touchdown pass 9 yards away on 4th and goal to tie it, to bring it to overtime. After avoiding a sack, amazing play, and after neither team scored, we would get the ball back. We throw a curl route. We have our man at the 50-yard line. That is Roddy White, the new acquisition this year. And now we are looking. Geno Smith throws left side once again inside the numbers. And that is Eric Decker getting to the other 32-yard line. We were 32 yards away from winning the Super Bowl, and I had to rely on Nick Folk here, hoping and praying that he could finally make a field goal. 12 seconds left. We used all of our timeouts. Good snap. The kick is up, and it's right down the middle. It splits the uprights, and the Jets win Super Bowl 50. Oh my goodness, in overtime against the Saints after they come back down 10-3, avoiding a sack, an amazing play on 4th and goal, last chance, and they somehow get a touchdown. Throw an interception with no time left. And then in overtime, we hold them on defense. We can't do anything on offense. We get the ball back, drive down the field. I didn't know I used my last timeout, and so with 12 seconds we had to kick a field goal, but Nick Folk actually made it. 5 seconds left on the clock, and it was a amazing Super Bowl, one of the best, I may add. And on Super Bowl 50, with that, just to make it even better, and Nick Folk, out of all the times he has made us look so bad, so silly, he actually comes up clutch and is the hero, making 2 field goals, and one of them with time expiring. But Quentin Coples would be the Super Bowl MVP, getting that amazing interception. And if he didn't get that, we would have lost, because they would have easily gotten a field goal, if not a touchdown, and then it wouldn't even have gone into overtime. He also had 4 tackles, but Eric Decker had over 120 yards receiving. And that pretty much wraps it up for the whole series. I want to thank you all for all the support you gave me. It was an absolute blast. I can't believe we came back, won the division after having such an awful first season. We won the division. We got a bye week into the playoffs, and we came all the way to the Super Bowl and won. Anyways, for this video, thank you for watching. You can expect some Madden 16 later, and I'm gone. See ya.